we were all in awe over Sean, how he looked against Cheeto, the precision, the accuracy. Dude,
no smoking weed, no Pamela Henderson. He ghosted Angelina Jolie. He's not playing five knuckle shuffle with the worm down there.
Merab is just too dominant, man. We've seen him do it time and time again against Cejudo, Umar, against O'Malley already. I mean, the dude he's just too dominant.
That's foolishness.
What's good with the good people? Fight fans, welcome to another episode of Fistfights and Foolishness. You know me, I'm Derek. To my left, we got John, we got Tyler, and we got Scotty. Fellas, UFC 316 right around the corner. Got some pretty good fights on that card. We got Juliana Pena defending her title against Kayla Harrison in the co-main event. We also got MerabDvalishvili taking on SugaSean in a rematch. What do you guys think? How you feeling about this card, man? UFC 316.
Well, I mean, hey, when it was first announced, O'Malley and Merab, I wasn't all that excited. But now that we're here, I'm juiced.
Yep.
I'm
really?
Juiced. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you guys excited? Tyler, Scott?
For sure.
Well, Ty, you for sure should be. This your boy, man. Getting his redemption. Shot at redemption.
O'Malley round 2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Vindication, Ty? Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. It's like delayed reaction on this pay-per-view. I'm like, I wasn't super hyped for it. I thought Sean didn't really deserve the immediate rematch, but now, like everything, he just kind of goes on, and now I'm into it. I'm interested. I'm hyped for it. So let's get to it, guys. Suga, Merab too.
Yeah, I was, of course, when it was, before when it was just being talked about, I'm like, no, Suga he doesn't deserve a title shot this quick. Like it's too soon. Get another fight first. Let's see something different. You know what I mean? Let's see you fight someone else and see what your takedown defense. See the improvement in your takedown defense. Because I mean, in that last fight, I think it was 6 takedowns to none. You know what I mean? Merab just completely dominated the wrestling. And what's gonna be different? So you work on your wrestling, your takedown defense. Man, there's a difference between working on it and someone who's been doing it their whole career. You know what I mean? It's not easy to just work on it, come back the next fight, and it's like, nah, man. I wanted to see something different. I wanted to see him fight someone else. I would have liked to see him fight Umar. You know what I mean? Have them two fight for a number one contender spot. Even though Umar just lost, you know what I mean, to Merab, but I think that would have been more interesting than just seeing Merab. I mean, Merab, he already defended again. He beat Umar, Umar he's a dangerous fighter, and Merab took him out. But Suga, he hasn't fought anybody else since the Merab fight. Yeah. And he turns around and gets another title shot. I don't like it. I mean, of course, it's always interesting to watch Suga fight. He's exciting. But I just don't see it being any different.
Yeah, early on I was hearing reports Suga versus Corey Sandhagen, and that seemed like that's the fight people wanted to see.
Yeah.
But I think most people were kind of on that same boat. Like Suga doesn't deserve the shot, and I was kind of there too. But hey, he was the champ. He defended the belt. I think he's right there. I mean, you're gonna give it to Peter Yan. I mean, Merab already beat Yan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
He beat Umar. I'm good with it. I'm excited. And as far as this fight goes, I don't like to hear like excuses. Oh, I should have done this. But in this case, I believe that Sean really wasn't able to practice to wrestle for training camp because of his hip injury. You know what I mean? I believe it. I'm gonna give Sean a real chance, like a real chance. You could see he's all these reports that he's like really getting serious. No social media, no drinking, no jacking off, all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah. No. I with all that said, I don't think there'll be a difference. Merab is just too dominant, man. We've seen him do it time and time again against Cejudo, Umar, against O'Malley already. I mean, the dude he's just too dominant. I mean, he's Aldo, you know what I mean? Who has he not looked dominant against? You know what I mean?
Yeah. How was it Moraes? Marlon Moraes? I think I want to say
dropped him.
He dropped him. Yeah.
But I mean, Merab he's a beast, bro. And like I said, he hasn't taken time off. He stayed active. He took out Umar, who a lot of cats are scared to fight. They were scared to face that dude. Merab stepped up and I wouldn't call it stepping up because he's a champ, but he took it on, man, and he beat him. You know what I mean? Even with Umar, as dangerous as he is, Merab still played with his food. You know what I mean? The dude is a beast, bro. So SeanO'Malley has to come with something more, man. Of course, we all know that he has the advantage in the striking, man, but it's just obviously it's not enough. And not only that, man, but with strikers, they seem to be more, tentative when they're worried about the takedown. And Merab, that threat of a takedown is always there. So, and now SeanO'Malley knows that. Like I said, it was six takedowns to none. You know what I mean? That last fight. How's Merab going to look on the feet? Is he going to be more tentative this fight, knowing that, the takedown could come at any minute,
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think, Ty? What do you see different in this fight?
I think O'Malley, I think he's been working on his ground game, and I think he's prepared for Rob because he experienced it already. And I think he's going to use his length more this time. Hopefully. Bro, if he loses this one, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Is if he does lose, it puts him in a really bad spot. You know what I mean? It's a real weird position because it's like, especially if it looks the same. What do you do? What does O'Malley do then?
You're not going to get another shot. You lose twice, you're never getting a shot. At least not at Merab.
Yeah.
No, but I'm confident this will not look like the same fight.
Same here.
Wow.
I'm confident, man.
I mean, what changes your mind? Just because someone says like, "Oh, I don't jack off anymore," or I worked on wrestling. Like,
first of all, that doesn't work. By the way, I tested that.
Oh shoot!
Wait, how long did you last?
A couple days.
No Fab November.
Exactly.
A couple days.
No, but look, dude, look. Let's not forget, it wasn't that long ago, 4 or 5 months, 6 months ago. We were all in awe over Sean, how he looked against Cheeto, the precision, the accuracy, dude.
Aljo.
That's Cheeto. That's not Merab.
Okay, all right. What about Aljo though? I mean, look, let's
That's
not
Aljo,
forget.
That's not Merab. Dude, Merab. I mean, okay, you could say that about Sean O'Malley and how he's looked against, but look how Merab has looked against top fighters. I mean, like I said, bro, Triple C, he made him look like. I mean, with every top fighter, he plays with them, bro. He toys with them. That's special, man. Like that's some talent, man. So you talk about a fighter looking good against their opponent, against top opponents. That's him. Who's done it better than him?
Yeah, you guys.
Right or wrong?
Nah, you're right, Derek.
I mean, stop me when I'm saying something wrong.
Yeah, it's
man.
hard for me to think Sean's gonna turn around and do it this time around. We'll see.
That was 5 rounds.
I know he's had 25 minutes to find that knockout. He's got 25 more, right? He's got a puncher's chance in my book. Tall, lanky guys, it's hard to prevent the takedown. It's easy for guys to get up and underneath them and just get them down. So I think Sean should focus this time around getting up better. He was doing things the wrong way last fight. He wasn't doing it by the book, getting off his back. Hopefully he's improved that area because he's going to get taken down, no doubt. Like, Merab is relentless. That's the key word we always use with him. He's relentless.
Yeah.
He's going to get Suga down a number of times.
Yep.
But Suga's got to get up immediately.
Easier
That's
said
the
than
key.
done.
The key isn't stuffing the takedown. He's going to get taken down. Stuff some of them, but he's going to get taken down. He's got to get up immediately.
Easier said
And
than
that's gonna prevent Merab from continuously just dominating him, dictating the fight. Getting back to the no smoking weed, no Pamela Henderson. He ghosted Angelina Jolie. He's not playing 5-knuckle shuffle with the worm down there. We'll see if that has an effect. I don't know about that. I've never tried it personally.
Quick question: does it count if you give yourself a stranger?
A stranger?
A stranger. When you sit on your hand for long enough until your hand goes numb.
Yeah.
Oh, does that count? I don't think that counts. I think that's the loophole.
He's probably he found that loophole probably.
My fault. Go ahead.
Nah, man. I think it's gonna. I'm a little bit intrigued with this fight. We'll see. I'm going with Merab, but it's good for the UFC if Suga wins. I think, you know, they need a star. Ratings are down, as everybody's been saying lately. Suga's a superstar when he's on top, and I think if he beats Merab this time around, he's right back at the top. I think so. I think if you avenge this fight, even if it's like a close 3-2 decision win,
Like last fight.
it wasn't close last time. He got dominated last time. Sorry, Ty. I'm not your boy, but he got dominated.
I mean, technically, wasn't it like 3 rounds to 2?
Yeah, not in my book.
Don't forget, Suga had him hurt in that 5th round, dude. He had him struggling.
Took him the last minute or 2 of that fight before he hurt him. Okay, but yeah, if he can win this fight, even if it's like a 3-2 decision win where he holds his own and he has some good moments, I think his stock is right back where it was, and that's good for the UFC. I'm pulling for him. I love Merab. I am pulling for Suga this fight.
Yeah.
Picking Merab, but I hope I'm wrong.
I'm pulling for Merab for sure.
So that would set a 3rd fight, right? If he wins.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think so.
You got to.
But remember that Cheeto Vera fight? Sean went 5 rounds, destroyed him for 5 whole rounds. So he has the gas tank. We've seen it, right? But we didn't see it the last fight. To me, something was off. You know what I mean? This body language. You see him in between rounds leaning on the cage. That's not Suga. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've seen him flat-footed, just letting Merab, like you said, dictate the fight.
But it's a dominant wrestler, though. Merab's
Do you guys
a dominant
buy
wrestler.
into the hip injury? Do you think this is going to be a big factor? Like going into that last fight, he supposedly had that hip problem. He had surgery on it. He's 100%. Hopefully this fight, do you think that's going to be a big deciding factor?
Possibly.
Because he could have been scared to be taken down because his hip was hurt. I mean, that's why he was so hesitant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they came out and said he wasn't able to wrestle, dude, in training camp. That's insane.
That's bad.
You're going up against Merab, dude.
Bad. Yeah.
So again, I think it's going to be a completely different fight. You know, as long as Suga needs to definitely come out more aggressive, be a little more springy on the toes, stay off the cage, control the center of the octagon. Use some of those straight shots. He did a lot of these looping, I don't know, wild shots, just straight shots with Merab, man. And, you know, show some knees, do some feints. There was a couple times he did like a fake knee, and he's had some success, man. Show the knee to Merab. Make him hesitate on some of those takedowns, you know what I mean?
That Cheeto knee.
Do you guys think Suga needs to focus a little bit more on winning rounds as opposed to finding that knockout shot? Because he was looking for that the whole first fight, and he just coming up short against a blur like Merab. What do you guys think?
I think he can win by points, but you know, most likely, I think he's gonna have to find that knockout blow. Yeah.
Because you're not gonna stop Merab from taking you down.
Yeah.
And I don't see, like you said, you know, he needs to get up this time.
That's the
what's gonna change to make it easier for him to get up?
None. Just
you
being
can say
healthy.
that. Oh well, now he had his hip surgery and maybe that, but I just don't see it, bro.
No,
Merab is dominant. Look what he did to Cejudo. He did the same thing to Cejudo.
Yep.
I think for one thing, now Sean has felt him. He's felt Merab. He's felt the power or lack thereof. You know what I mean? Look, Merab. Okay, he takes you down. I think Sean has to just take a few of these calculated risks, man, because look, even if you get taken down, okay, Merab, he's not a submission threat. He doesn't go for subs, you know. And on the feet, he's not gonna knock you out. You don't got that power. You know, one thing about Merab is when he hits, you feel no pain.
But he's got a good ground and pound though. I think he actually had the advantage in significant strikes just with his ground and pound alone in that fight. So,
but I think Sean can't react to these strikes, these punches from Merab, because these are all just setups. Merab's throwing these weak ass shots with no intention of doing damage. It's all setting up for a takedown.
100%.
So just don't react to it. You know what I mean? Just you got to counter strike, knock his ass out, man. You could do it.
Telling him that knee that he hit Cheeto with. You just look for that.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that performance he had against Cheeto was all time, man. That was for sure. I was like, yeah, I'm not doubting Sean anymore. But then, like I said, that Merab has been dominant. Well, because Merab has been dominant.
Yeah.
Merab has made everybody that he fought look like, you know what I mean, amateurs, bro. Like the dude is a beast, bro. And he did the same thing to O'Malley. So until I see something different, man, it's hard for me to pick against him.
I think Suga's taking this seriously, you know. No more playing one-man couch hockey in the dark. You know what I mean? He's not, no more doctor's appointments with Dr. Hans Jerkoff. I mean, he's serious. He's for real here. You know,
Yeah, no, for sure. No matter what, I mean, like I said, I feel like it's undeserved, but it could be exciting. It could be exciting. I mean, it will be interesting to see what type of changes Sean comes with. You know what I mean? See how he can switch it up and what he can do different. But like I said, man, if he doesn't and it looks the same, man, that's gonna be all bad for him. Because I mean, what do you do? What do you do next? You know?
Yeah, make or break fight for Sean, man. I hope he gets it done. I really do.
Yeah.
You know, one more possible outcome is that, you know, Merab's a goofy goober, man. He's telling everybody, oh, the first fight, I just had to win. I had to focus on winning. I don't know. Now I want to stand and strike and give them a show. I want to give the people a show. What if Merab messes around and pulls a Balal?
Don't say that.
No
What
way,
if Merab pulls a Balal?
No shot.
If that's the case, then yeah, he'll lose. You can't hang with O'Malley in a stand up. Not at all. Don't even. That would be a terrible game plan. And I hope he don't go out like Balal. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That was just frustrating. Like, man, you have to have some MMA IQ, bro. Like, that's a huge part of this sport is MMA IQ, bro. Like, let's be real. Fight IQ, man. Please do not go out like Bilal Muhammad, bro.
Hey, plus you guys seen Merab has a broken toe, right?
I did, but he's got 9 other toes to put in Sean O'Malley's ass.
If I have to, I'll just cut it off. It's okay. I have 9 other toes. You're crazy. What kind of...
But how could you not be a fan of Merab, though, bro? I love watching dude fight.
I know quite a few that aren't.
Fuck them. Fuck them all. Merab is
This
a
guy
beast.
right here.
I'm not the biggest fan.
So you guys don't think the broken toe is a concern at
It's
all?
definitely a factor.
It is for sure. I mean, because it can affect his shot. You know, it can affect his movement. And Sean O'Malley is a dangerous striker, man. You have to be on your toes with Sean. You got to be moving.
Especially
And
driving
then not only
in.
that, yeah, but shooting in for takedowns stuff. I have to assume that a broken toe will affect that. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see.
But again, real quick, Sean can't just let Merab dictate this fight. As soon as Merab starts to advance, because he always advances before he goes for his takedown. As soon as he starts to advance, you gotta send some shots, those straight fronts up the middle, to the body. Use that long range jab of his. Yeah, uppercuts, man. Everything up the middle. Knees for sure. Yeah. So,
I mean, Merab's a puzzle, you guys. I mean, we all know that. I mean, even Corey Sandhagen was saying, I'm going to watch this fight, and I'm going to kind of learn some things on how I might approach Merab when I fight him. Because, you know, he's unknown. He's tough. He's a puzzle.
Yeah. No matter what, man, it's going to be an interesting fight. I mean, like I said, I don't think it's deserved, but I'm looking forward to it. So,
didn't Corey Sandhagen lose to Umar?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, then, Corey.
Damn. How the Corey hate? Corey, cut it straight.
I'm handing out strays.
That's foolishness.